Hey guys, it's Jack with the Teenage Techie, and you're watching my full review of Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, the latest and greatest version of Android. Most of the improvements made in Jelly Bean are performance-based enhancements. For example, the whole system now runs at 60 frames per second, which makes for a much snappier user experience, and the CPU, GPU, and screen all work together so that they're not waiting on one another for input. But just like any other technological improvement, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't work, right? And that's where Jelly Bean really delivers. Google actually made it way faster. What it does is it takes the Galaxy Nexus, basically a one-year-old phone, and makes it fly even faster than newer, better phones like the Galaxy S3 and HTC One X. Google calls these performance enhancements Project Butter, and as you can see here, it really does make the OS buttery smooth. I feel like most reviewers show the speed and performance of their phone by flipping around through the home screens and app drawer, but Project Butter really extends farther and deeper into Android than I initially thought. It speeds up third-party apps and games performances as well, and it makes going through Android and flipping through Windows and stuff much snappier and easier, and you can really feel the difference in everyday use. Anyway, stepping out from behind the curtains on the stage of Android, there have also been minor visual changes that generally feel a little bit more friendly, and that's really good for the average consumer. There have been some subtle new animations added to Jelly Bean. For example, the new animation for opening up an app is really nice. Notifications have been rethought as well. Apps that integrate with a new API can show additional information in an expandable notification, which is really pretty cool. Possibly the biggest, and arguably the most useful new feature in Jelly Bean is Google Now. Google Now displays all of your relevant information on cards, including scores from your favorite sports teams and estimated transit times to places like your house and office. It also brings in your recent Google searches. Searching for a flight number will bring you updates on its status, and searching for a restaurant will show you transit times and directions to the restaurant. You can also ask Google Now questions like this. What's the weather like in London?
It's 57 degrees and clear in London.
Or this. How tall is David Beckham?
According to Wikipedia, David Robert Joseph Beckham, OBE, is an English Association footballer who plays for Los Angeles Galaxy.
Overall, Google Now is a really useful new feature in Jelly Bean that I genuinely use in my day-to-day life. Other new features include new camera improvements, such as swiping right to view your images and pinching out to see a film strip view, as well as keyboard improvements like setting shortcuts, as well as improvements in prediction. You can also use text-to-speech offline now. Overall, Jelly Bean is by far the best version of Android yet. Then again, it would be kinda sad if it wasn't, really. And the result of this upgrade is a stellar OS equal to more than the sum of its parts. I would be hard-pressed to recommend to anybody a better mobile operating system than stock Jelly Bean.